Hey, what's going on? Today I'm going to go over the top NBA cards that have been going up the past 14 days. I'm here on the Market Movers tool and I'm going to show you what we found. But first, before we get into that, as you know, as you might know, I have a membership group where I do lots of research every day and I share my findings with my members. And we've been able to make a good amount of money. We've been roughly about doubling our money every month or so, even in this flat market. And what I do is every day I do lots of research and I put together a special exclusive video for my members and I send it to them. And I also give them a card pick in it, obviously, but I lay out all my research, all my findings, why I believe this guy is going to go up, and what the possible drawbacks could be, and then some places to buy it, what exact card or cards to be looking at for this person. And we've been doing pretty well. Also, members of the Sports Card Society is what it's called, and that's the website, sportscardsociety.com. The link is in the description. Members of the society also get 20-day PSA grading for just $25. Now that service isn't even necessarily available on PSA to the public. Actually, the lowest price grading available to the public at PSA right now is $50, 50. And that $50 service takes longer to get your cards back than our $25 20-day service. So that's a big benefit, especially as the NBA season here is approaching. You know, buying some raw ungraded cards and getting them into PSA. You send them in now, you'll get them back sometime around the new year. We'll be several weeks, if not a month plus, into the NBA season. The sports card market will probably be lighting up. So again, if you want to join in and get on the profits with us and just have good picks delivered to you on an almost daily basis and get that discounted PSA grading, just join the society. The link's in the description. Again, sportscardsociety.com. All right, let's get rolling. Again, I'm using the Market Movers tool here. I'll put a link in the description for that also. It's a very powerful tool that I use. It really helps me lay out data and see and research and visualize the data, see what's going on. Also use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first payment, because it's a subscription, so it's either monthly or yearly. But anyways, you'll get your first payment off that. But this is the Market Movers tool. And what I did is I pulled up basketball. I went here under price movements by player, and I looked up, I wanted to see who's been going up the most in the past 14 days. Number one was Ray Allen. You may not know who Ray Allen is. He doesn't play anymore. I guess kind of technically he's vintage. I don't know about that, but he was a rookie the same year Kobe Bryant in '96. This is his Topps Finest. And what's cool about this too is I can just click this link here, and Market Movers will pull it all up for me. And here's this whole card chart. So not a whole lot of sales. Looks like the population count, POP report, which is how many are in existence of this card in the PSA 10 format, according to PSA, is 164. So there's not a whole lot of sales of this. So I look at this. You could have got it last week for about $77, and then jumped to 150, and then jumped up to 180. So whatever's going on here tells me this card is going up. Is it going to keep going up? I don't know. He doesn't play anymore, so he was a really good player. He doesn't play anymore, but what may be going on here is people are saying, hey, Ray Allen is too cheap. He's a really good player, and as the NBA season approaches, people might be stocking up on him. Me personally, I don't think I'm going to buy this card. There's just not enough data here, and I charted it back. If we chart it back, maybe you can pick the dates too. So let's go back to like March 23rd to today and see what the sales have looked like. Again, that's why this tool is so powerful. Overall, it's been trending up since March 23rd. It looks like it had a highest sale of 280 back in August. And, so I guess if you can get the card at 180 as the season approaches, not that he's playing, so I don't know how much the season will have an effect on him because he can't go put up a 50-point game. But generally, there will be extra interest in the sports card market, which isn't just for players, but current players playing. I mean, is there a better way to say that? What? Anyways, but also favorite players that don't play anymore, retired players, and he's retired. So the question is, does this keep going up? By the look of this graph, I feel like this card's going to go back down, right? You see how it goes up and goes down, it goes up, it goes down. a little faster than most. So I have a feeling this card's probably going to go back down. So if I were going to buy this card, I wouldn't buy it at this price. I'd probably wait till it got around 100 bucks. If it doesn't, oh well, then I'm not going to buy the card because I see it got to its height of 280, and maybe it gets back up there, maybe not. I suppose eventually over time it will. Don't know how much time that is, but we'll get up to 200. I feel pretty confident about that as the season gets closer and closer. All right, let's go to the next guy. And what's nice here too, that was just that card. That one's gone up, 113%. You can look at all these other cards here too. These ones aren't worth looking at. Really, it's just these two. Topps Chrome. These are pretty interesting cards. Let's pull this one up too real quick, because there may be more of these, more data of these Topps Chrome, because that's a very popular set, pretty iconic set. Really, that's like that's where the '96 Kobe rookie is. That is highly coveted. Okay. Now if we go back, let's go back to that March again and see what this card's done over a longer stretch of time. It's trending up overall. I call these, chili dippers, outliers. Okay, so I ignore those. I ignore that one, but because you see it kind of goes up and down and up and down and up and down within this range, but it does keep trending up, as you can see by the dotted line. There's been a bit of a big spike here for some reason, and now it's back down here to normal. I like this price for his raw card. That's pretty good, actually. I would be a buyer on that one, because you can see that's generally trending up. Back here in May, it got up to 60 bucks. Now the question is, what was it in August? All right, looks like it got up around 60 bucks. It looks like this card, again, generally trending up. If it's down here at 50, if I can get it for maybe 45 if I go on eBay and get a best offer with somebody, maybe 40 bucks if I'm really lucky. This card basically has baked in value in it, and I'd buy several of these, maybe even get them graded. For some reason, let's see what the PSA 10 is going for. It's another thing too, is you can look up these different values on the market movers tool. It saves me so much time. And it's another reason why I'm able to add so much value to my society members, because I can just look all this up. This is a $50 a month tool, and maybe that's not worth it for everybody, but it's certainly worth it for me or anyone that's spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month on sports cards. And so I use tools like this and many other tools to figure out what my members and I should buy. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a really good buy. Look at that. So there's only 71 of these in existence, this Ray Allen. There's plenty of ungraded raw ones available, but not many PSA 10s. And look at how much these 10s are going for. I mean, there was one for 400. It's not a whole lot of sales of it, but you can see that they're all 400 bucks or above, and the last three sales have been about 700. They've been 747 and above. It looks like there's been 3 sales in the past month and a half, which is apparently pretty decent volume for this card. There's only 71 of them in existence. I think this is a really good card to buy if you can get it for 40, 45, even 50 bucks. Get several of them and send them into PSA. I mean, if just, say you buy 5 of these for 50 bucks, so you're spending 250 bucks. And then you send them into PSA for grading. If you're a member of the society, you get 20-day grading for just $25. So you get a pretty fast turnaround time, and you're very well taken care of. And since all these cards we submit together, we get big priority from PSA over just your general person sending their cards in. But anyways, so you buy these at 50 bucks, 5 of them at 50 bucks. That's 250 bucks, and then you send them into. We send them to us, and then we send them into PSA. But you pay for the shipping, and that's maybe say, I don't know, 10 bucks to send them to us. Probably shouldn't even be that. It should be $4 or $5 bucks to send it to us, and then we'll get it into PSA, and then you don't pay for the PSA grading until PSA is done grading it. So you don't pay for it up front, which is great if you've never graded cards before. That's really important to know, that when you get cards graded, you don't pay for them till they're basically done being graded. So you don't pay for them up front. So say it costs 25 bucks, so you got 5 of them, you spend another 125 bucks then in grading 5 cards, so now you're in 250 plus 125 is 375. If just one of those comes back a PSA 10, you've easily got about a $750 card if market just stays where it is today. But as you see that trajectory of that dotted line going up, and as we get closer to the NBA season, people get more interested in basketball as games start getting played. This card, if you sent it in today, you'd probably get it back sometime in January after the new year. So this card will most likely go up from there, even if it just stays where it is, $750 after spending $375. That's a pretty good return. And again, if you send in 5 cards and only one comes back a PSA 10, well, you've already made about $400, and the other 4, say they're just PSA 9s or whatever they are, they're all 100% profit of whatever you sell them for. And maybe you want to hang on to these cards. Who knows? It's up to you. Maybe you're a big Ray Allen fan. I don't know. But to me, that just sounds like a pretty sound investment. And these are the types of things I share with my society members on an almost daily basis. And now you're getting a nice look at it here. Boy. And you're seeing me live looking at it because I hadn't thought to look at his PSA 10 until right now. That's pretty great, actually. That's a pretty good buy. And this is a classic card. Like, he can't get hurt. Like, he's retired. He's done what he's done. Let's look up Ray Allen's stats real quick. Let's see what he did in his career, because this matters. All right, guy averaged about 19 points, 4 and 3. I remember this stretch here where he was averaging 20, 25 plus. He was a pretty predictable. He had a really long career, as you can see. He played from 96 till the 2013-14 season. It's a very long career, 18 years. Very long career. Now, what we also want to look at here is, did he win? Oh, he won 2 championship rings. Oh yeah, that's right. With the Celtics, that's right. He won 2 championships. That's a big deal. He was a 10-time All-Star. That's a big deal. He's a Hall of Famer. That's a big deal. All NBA. That means he was the best at his position in the NBA twice. The number 1, not just an All-Star, number 1, and 2 rings and Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's a really, you want to see these types of things. That's a really good investment. Again, this is the kind of research I do every day to find players, and this is like what a video is like that I share with my society. My thought process, my discovering. I look up a lot of things. Oh yeah, Jesus Shuttleworth. That was from that movie. Oh, what the hell was that movie? Maybe you saw it. What was that movie? If you know what that movie was, comment below, because that's going to bother me. What movie was he Jesus Shuttlesworth in? I think it was a Spike Lee movie. Damn it, what is that movie? I'm not going to look it up here while I'm on here. Just comment below if you know it. But yeah, it looks like Ray Allen. Here's a free tip for you. Go get some Ray Allen Topps Chrome. Raw, ungraded. Send those suckers in for grading because there's only 71. He's a Hall of Famer. He's got 2 championship rings, 10-time All-Star. And here's data showing that his card goes for about at least $747. And there's not many of them. So you're not exactly going to flood the market. Wow. Yeah, good card. That was the main guy I wanted to show you. I was going to show you these other guys too, but I'm just going to pass on that because I think I just gave you some really good value here with Ray Allen. So if you want to get more tips like this and get alerted even sooner of great sports card investment buys and get discounted PSA grading, join the society. It's only $9.99 a month. You can cancel anytime, and if you don't like it, I'll even refund your money because it's about community. It's about fun because this is a game that we love to play. You know, we get to buy sports cards, which are art. They are art. They really are. And they represent history, especially sports history. And I love sports, and you probably love sports. And so it's just a fun game to be involved in. Plus, we get to make money from this game we like to play. You know, it's fun. All right, and if you, I'd be honored if you would play the game with us. All right, join the society. Link is in the description. SportsCardSociety.com. And boy, look for some Ray Allen Topps Chrome Base Raw. Tell you what. All right, take it easy. Stay classy. You are awesome.